So we were discussing the idioms. So there is another very wonderful idiom. Okay, it is the idiom of beat around the bush. Stop beating around the bush and tell me what you really think. To avoid talking directly about something, to delay or avoid the main topic. So beating around the bush means that you are not speaking maybe um, exactly what you want to say. You are avoiding the question or you're saying something else. Okay, so let us go into the main part. To avoid the main topic or answering a question, let's stop beating around the bush and discuss the problem. Okay, so if you have some problem, you're not discussing that, but you're saying something else about some other thing, that is beating around the bush. Okay, so this is unnecessary things we are doing. So it is beating around, we are not directly doing the things that we are supposed to do. Okay, so this is beating around the bush. Okay, which in other words it is avoiding the main point. Simple as that. For example, if I give you this example, discuss a matter without coming to the point. Okay, so what is the main thing that we must discuss that we are not discussing? We are discussing something else. So this is it is something which maybe people will say to you are beating around the bush. Okay, so this is a idiom for this. Okay, let's go and discuss something else. Okay, let's discuss another idiom. Okay, any other idiom that you that you know, which usually we say? Okay, I'll just discuss that idiom also. Give me a minute. There are many idioms that we have. We'll discuss one by one. Okay, so we have discussed beat around the bush, call it a day. We'll do down to earth. What is down to earth? Now, down to earth, when we say that this person is down to earth, what do we understand by that? I'll just give you the answer for that. Down to earth. Somebody says you are very down to earth person. What is the meaning of that? It's an idiom, it's a saying, down to earth. So this is the example. You will understand from the example. Despite her wealth and fame, the actress remains remarkably down to earth and approachable. So what do we understand by down to earth? It's someone who is simple and direct or direct. It is a compliment. Somebody who is simple and down to earth. Now this can be a little confusing. Okay, what is the meaning of down to earth? So they are very easily, you can, they may be friendly people. Okay, or they may be people who are down to earth. They don't have any kind of maybe you can easily talk to them. Okay, and you don't feel that they're very down to earth. What else you can say? Person who's practical, sensible, realistic. So somebody who's like this. Somebody who's down to earth. What do we understand by somebody who's down to earth? It can be really confusing. Somebody that everybody can speak to. Like this is like you can speak to someone without having any kind of um, hesitation or something. This person is down to earth. Okay, the person is approachable, down to earth. So you can just say the person is simple, the person is easily, we can talk to this person, down to earth, this type of thing. Okay. Who's practical, who's realistic? It means that somebody who you can speak to, everybody can speak to this person. This person is approachable. This person is very simple person. Okay, so this is about down to earth. Now let's go to the next idiom. Every cloud has a silver lining. Now, what is the meaning of this idiom? Sorry. Every cloud has a silver lining. In every bad situation, there is an element of good. As the trip's been cancelled, I'll be able to go to the match this Saturday. Every cloud has a silver lining. So a cloud here is like something not very good, but it has got something good in it also. Every cloud has a silver lining. So every bad situation has some good aspects also. For example, don't be unhappy that the trip got cancelled. Okay, now you will be able to attend the football match. Okay, so something good has come. So any other that you understand? Okay, there is hope in even the most challenging situations. Every difficult situation has some advantages. I got fired last week, but I found a better job. Okay, so this something good also has happened from the bad thing. Okay, so what is the good thing that has come out of it? So in something bad also something good is there. So this is what they are saying. Okay, so every cloud has a silver lining. Every difficult situation has some advantages. Let's go to the next idiom. Face the music. Many people say I face the music. Now what is the meaning of that? We are facing the music. So what we understand by face the music? You must have heard people say I face the music. So this is a idiom, and it is to accept responsibility for something you have done. So usually it is something like something which we have done, something not very pleasant, and we have to face the music. For example, Mary broke a dining room window and had to face the music when her father got home. So something, if we have done something and we have to face the music, which means that we have to take what is coming after that, something which we have done, which means that we accept criticism or be accountable for our action. Okay, to accept punishment for something you have done. Okay, so it is like that. Or we can say, my brother has eaten my chocolate, so now he has to face the music. Usually we do not it's like it's not very happy phrase to say, but that happens when we have done something really horrible, and something very horrible if you have done, we have to face the punishment. Maybe that is when we say you will have to face the music. So this is about this. He broke the rules and now he has to face the music. So he has to accept the consequences of that. So this is all about this. Okay, the next part is give someone a hand. So what do we understand by giving someone a hand? Okay, so we are giving someone a hand. What is the meaning of that? So we are giving a hand to someone. The literal meaning is I am giving my hand to someone, to help someone. Okay, so when we are give somebody a hand, which means that I am trying to help this person. Could you give me a hand with these boxes? Okay, so can you help me out? Okay, like this only, give someone a hand to help someone. Okay, you're trying to help someone like this. Okay, I'm giving my hand, like give someone a hand, thank you so much. This is giving a hand to someone. We trying to help someone. Like for example, if somebody has asked me, please help me out with this, So you're giving, give somebody a hand, you are trying to help this person, okay? So this is another thing. Or like this, you're trying to help someone, give someone a hand, okay? Or in this case, give someone a hand, somebody has fallen down, so this other boy is helping this a small boy, and he's giving his hand, and they he's trying to pull him up, okay? This is all about giving someone a hand. To help someone with something, can you give me a hand? Again, that means you're trying to help, but you're not giving your hand, but you're trying to help that person. I'll give you a hand with that. Let me give you a hand. I'll give you a hand with your shopping. I'll give you a hand on Monday. Okay, thank you for giving me a hand yesterday. So suppose somebody is saying, see, I'm not able to carry this, it's very heavy and all, and somebody is helping you out. Somebody can help you out to carry this, maybe this some shopping thing you have bought, or some luggage which people are not able to carry also. And like suppose when we go to some, like a shop or something, and and we ask somebody to help us out, or when we are when we're trying to lift something, okay, very heavy, many times we ask somebody, can you help me out, i'm not able to I'm not able to lift something, okay? So sometimes we have to give a hand, okay, we lend a hand, okay, like this. So this boy is carrying something and he's finding it, I think it's a boy, right? He's carrying something and he is finding it very heavy. So the other boy is saying, okay, I'm giving you a hand, I'm trying to help you out, okay? So this is all about this, to help someone, give someone a hand. Could you give me a hand with these boxes, okay? So I hope this is very clear. We'll do one more, then we stop. Hit the nail on the head. What do we understand hit the nail on the head? Now don't do this literally, okay? That's like it's something, it hit a nail, because that's something you should not, this is not how it means, okay? So to hit a nail on the head, which does not mean this. What is the meaning of that, okay? It has got a very simple meaning. I'll tell you what the meaning is. To express or do something exactly right or accurately, which means that you are very accurate with the thing, something exactly what you should do. He hit the nail on the head, do something perfectly, which means that suppose I'm hitting the nail on the head, which means that I'm trying to do the thing perfectly, like what is required of me, I'm doing exactly that, okay? That is the meaning to hit the nail on the head, okay? Let's take one example. You really hit the nail on the head, you really said exactly what should have been said, okay? Or to be exactly right about something. Marx hit the nail on the head when he said that our teacher should push back our first exam. There is not enough time to study. So exactly what needed to be said was said. That is why the idiom is hit the nail on the head. Okay. So this is the meaning of uh, uh, this idiom. Okay. Like I'll give you one more example. I think I'm having a problem with my alternator. You hit the nail on the head, said the mechanic. So it was said by Jim. You hit the nail on the head means you really, maybe you said correctly what needed to be said. You said maybe accurately, or maybe sometimes you were very honest. You said, yes, you hit the nail on the head. Correctly, you have said everything. Okay. So any other, we have an example of this. Okay, don't do this. This is not correct. But we will hit the nail on the head, which means that so this is the meaning of hitting the nail on the head. To describe exactly what is causing a situation or problem, he hit the nail on the head when he said that this company needs more HR support. So he was asked a question and he gave the answer. He hit the nail on the head, which means that this company needs more HR support. Okay, so this is a very it's a idiom that you can use also. If we can do one more. Let's do one more. In hot water, what do we understand in hot water? When are we in hot water? Okay, many a times we say this. Now, why do we use idioms? Because idioms have a deeper meaning and we do not have to explain the sentences in 2 to 3 like anything in 2 to 3 sentences. We can use one idiom and we can express ourselves nicely. Okay, so this is the meaning of idiom of the day in hot water. Okay, in trouble or a difficult situation. I was in hot water. What do we understand? I was in hot water. You literally were in hot water, or what was it like? I was in trouble. Okay, in hot water, which means that uh, I did maybe I did or did not do something, but I was in hot water. He is in hot water after missing another deadline. For example, he was absent for 3 days, and on the fourth day he came or she came, and he or she was in hot water with the teacher. The teacher asked, "Why you have not come so many days?" And he did not tell anything. So I was in hot water, which means that I was not. I was in a bad place. Okay, bad spot. Don't do this. Actually, this is also don't try to do this in hot water. But this means that I was in hot water, which means that I was in a very bad situation. Okay, now in hot water means in trouble. Sarah is in hot water because she failed a test. Okay, so she was in hot water. Then what is the other thing? To get in difficult situation. Other that we have a phrase. I was in hot water when I lost my passport when I was traveling overseas. If you come to work late again, you will be in hot water with the boss. Okay, which means that if we do some mistake again and again, we are doing some mistake. Suppose we are absent for 3 to 4 days and we don't inform anyone. Suppose one day we are absent, second day we are absent, and then we are absent for many days and we have not informed. Then the next day we are in hot water, which means that we have to listen to what the boss or the employee is saying. Again, in hot water, to be in trouble. I'm late for work. I'm going to be in hot water. My sister lost her wallet. She is in hot water. We did not finish our work. We are in hot water. Okay, this is the meaning. We are in trouble. Maybe not very deep trouble, but we are in some trouble. Okay, so this any sentence you can give. I was in hot water when my boss found out I left work. Okay, so you can make sentences and you can let me know what is what you say, what you think. To be in hot water is to be in trouble. Okay, to be in some kind of trouble. Okay, so this is about um, being in hot water. Okay, so this is, you can take more. He got into hot water for forgetting his boss's birthday. Okay, to be in difficult or troublesome situation. Okay, this is another thing. Or you made some mistakes and you were in hot water. The boss is saying what you're doing. Okay, so you have some sort of stress there, and the boss is saying that you have done so many mistakes here, and you are in hot water. Yeah. So to be in some kind of trouble. So this is the meaning of being in hot water. Okay, we have okay. Then we can do jump the gun. Okay, we'll do this and we'll stop. Jump the gun. So what we understand by jump the gun? Do we understand what it is? Jump the gun. Okay, which one should I take? Okay, let's see. Jump the gun, to act before appropriate time. Okay, to be prepared before time. Okay, like for example, 2 days later is my exam, but I'm already prepared for it. Or 1 month from now, I have my exam, but I'm already prepared for it. I've already studied everything. So jump the gun means to act before appropriate time. Okay, so I jump the gun. Okay, let's see what it is. To do something prematurely, to start early before all preparations are made. I jumped the gun. Okay, so this is where now don't. It's not actually taking any gun or anything. You have to jump the gun. Okay, so this is the idiom. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? Let's not jump the gun and make a decision until we have reviewed all the proposals. Here they are saying you that don't jump the gun. Okay, okay. It can be positive. Usually it is positive. It's not negative. Okay. So let's understand the topic here. Jump the gun, to do something too soon. He shouted at me before I had time to explain, but later he apologized for jumping the gun. For example, before listening properly, you say something. For example, we did not understand anyone, and we jumped the gun, which means that we made our conclusions. Okay, so jumping the gun, which means that without understanding or without knowing the exactly what has happened, without knowing the truth also, we did something which we jumped the gun. We just did before that. We were not even prepared, so we have done something. So we have jumped the gun there. Okay, to act before appropriate time, it can be positive, it can be negative, but jump the gun means to act prematurely. Okay, waiting for the right moment. We have not waited for the right moment or proper conditions, but we have done it. And we have jumped the gun. Okay, one more I will give you. He shouted at me before I had time to explain, but later he apologized. So this can be I jumped the gun. Okay, start doing something too soon, act too hastily. Okay, the local weather bureau jumped the gun on predicting a storm. It didn't happen for another 2 days. Henry, please don't jump the gun and send the proofs to the printer before the boss approves them. So jumping the gun, which means that to do something where you're not prepared to do and you do it before. Okay, that is when you are jumping the gun. So any other like this is another one. Start something too soon. So what happens when there is a race, before they say that ready set go, before go somebody is running, that means you have jumped the gun. Okay, so this happens sometimes when we are racing also. Okay, so this is to jump the gun. Okay, so this is the meaning of it. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay, all the idioms that we have discussed today, it is quite clear. And it's keep an eye on, let the cat out of the bag. We'll do this tomorrow or later. Okay, so we'll start with the keep an eye on. So and then we'll start 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so this is all for today. If you've liked this session, you can give me a thumbs up, you can subscribe to my channel, as well as you can ask a question. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.